So recently I was approached by Cambridge University Press to provide a international webinar on how to engage and motivate learners while teaching digitally online. Of course, I said yes, of course, and after the webinar I got some positive feedback from both the organizers and the attendees. So I thought, why not share some of that content with you through a series of blog posts and videos. So here's the first one, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how you can use emojis to promote engagement and interaction online. My name is Wilson Waffling. Welcome. So most online platforms such as Zoom or Teams have an online chat function, and if we have decided to deliver content live, then we need to develop ways in which we can encourage the participants to engage with what we are discussing and share their thoughts and opinions about this. Now, one way I achieve this in my own sessions is to use emojis. These are always readily available and there's always quite a choice for people to choose. Now, before I go on and give you 3 ways to do it, 2 things I would like to say to you. Please always remember there's a delay between you asking the question and the feedback. I'll talk more about that in my second video all about questions. But also do remember that if you enjoy this video and find it helpful, please consider liking, commenting and subscribing to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Okay, here we go. 3 ways to use emojis to promote engagement and discussion. Okay, number 1. Agree or disagree. Now, it's important that we start to engage with the learners so they can express their opinions, and emojis can help us a lot there, and they're quite easy to do. So by assigning 2 emojis, one for agree and one for disagree, you can put a comment or statement on the screen with the appropriate emojis next to it and say, okay then, do you agree or disagree with this statement? And as they reply to it, you'll have a quick visual idea of the swing of opinions, etc., as all the emojis come up in the screen. And also, I would always say that I'm going to do this beforehand. You can also then use somebody who said, I agree with this. You can see that they have agreed with the statement, and you can say to them, so tell me, why did you agree with that statement? And then you can unmute their mic and let them share their opinions. Number 2, emoji Likert scales. Okay, so sometimes the response that we want cannot easily be defined by 2 options. This is where emojis Likert scales can be used. So rather than just saying, do you agree or disagree with this, we want to ascertain how much people agree with them or how much people disagree. And so how I use the emojis in this sense is that I start by putting the statement on the screen and say, so how much do you agree or disagree with this? So if you really agree with it, then 5 emojis and if you strongly agree, 5 emojis. If you strongly disagree, 1 emoji, so forth and so on. And so you get the range. There's also the opportunity at this point to allow your listeners and learners to actually choose their emoji, which actually can have some really nice results. And of course, after all this has been done, you can have a look at the chat and then create that dialogue with individual groups of people to encourage them to actually contribute. And finally, number 3. Emojis and multiple statements. Okay, so there are times that we want the participants not to engage with one statement, but a series of statements. And what I do now is that I provide these statements on the screen, and then I assign an emoji to each one. And the participants choose the statement that they agree the most with or disagree the most with, or even using their emojis start to place them in some order. Now the visual aspect of this again is so important, and all of a sudden you'll see going down the chat patterns of which statement goes first, which statement goes last, etc, etc. It's very similar to the online game called Kahoot, and if you would like to know more about Kahoot, then don't forget there is a video, or 3 videos and some examples on my website wilsonwaffling.co.uk. And that's it. 3 really simple ways to hopefully promote engagement. I hope you have found these ideas helpful and that you'll use them in your everyday teaching and learning. If you have any questions or comments, then please do let me know either in the comments within my blog post or underneath this video. Next post in this series will all be about looking how we can use questioning effectively in our online sessions. I'll catch you all again soon. This is Wilson Waffling, signing out. Three, two, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. 3, 2, 1. Number 2, emoji. Oh, emote. What the flip does emote mean?